Hello, I wanted to do something different for our video this week. I'm actually going to show you Moodle while I'm talking. And let's just look at last week before I confess a huge mistake that I just made. Last week, you were to do section 7.1 and 8.2 in Hawks. 7.1 is just basic probability, and 8.2 is interpreting data. So I had some notes, videos, and if you'll see right here, I said complete 8.2 in Hawks. Well, someone, Harmony, just brought to my attention that I actually assigned 8.1, and that is absolutely 100% my fault. If you see anything in this class that just doesn't make sense, like why did she say 8.2 but she assigned 8.1? Maybe you got to 8.1 and you were like, this has nothing to do with what she posted on Moodle this week. This doesn't apply to her notes. Something's not right. Please let me know, because I made a mistake and I'm human. We all make mistakes, but this was a big mistake and I do apologize. So Harmony brought it to my attention. A couple of you had already completed 8.1. So I'm going to give you credit for 8.1 if you had already done it. I've got those names: Alyssa, India, Candy Wilkes, Candy Webster. I may have those reversed, but we have two Candy W's. Candy with a Y and Candy with an I. And Sarah. You five ladies had already completed 8.1, so I'm going to give you credit. You're done. The rest of you had not completed 8.1 anyway. So I changed it from 8.1 to the assignment, which was supposed to have been 8.2. It should be much, much easier. I don't know why those bells are going off on my desktop. But anyway, I sincerely apologize for anybody that took time on 8.1. Huge mistake on my part. But again, if you see something in this course that doesn't really make sense, please reach out to me and say, hey, Leslie, this isn't adding up. This section doesn't seem to go with what your notes were for this week or whatever. Big mistake on my part. Alyssa, India, Candy, and Sarah, you did 8.1. You're done. The rest of you, I have fixed it. So it is 8.2. And again, I apologize. Last week you did the multiple intelligence lab. Here that was. I love that lab, and I just love it. It ties in a lot of things that we've studied throughout the semester, and I think determining those intelligences is very interesting. And we posted about that on the discussion board last week. But those results, I'm looking forward to grading that. Proctor information, I'm going to talk about that. Okay, so that was last week. Let's look at this week that's coming up. The video is not posted yet because I'm currently making it, so the video will be up in just a minute. You're going to do 3 chapter reviews. We're going to have a test next week. So this week, you're going to review for our test. Let me say as clearly as I can, I just spent the morning lining up the chapter reviews with the test. Lining them up, problem for problem. So I really want you to focus your attention this week on completing these reviews. Study, 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 study. If it is on the review, it is on the test. And the opposite is also true. If it is not on the review, it is not on the test. Now, you can complete these reviews multiple times until you feel really, really confident in these questions, because these questions are going to be duplicated on the test next week. So you've got 3 reviews. One covers all of chapter 4. Okay, we did 4.1, 4.2, 4.3, and 4.4. The Chapter 7 review only pulls questions from Section 7.1. That's probability. That's the only section we did. And the Chapter 8 review only pulls problems from Section 8.2. Okay? Again, I did make a mistake last week, but we're going to fix it this week, and we're all going to be on the same page. So you've got 3 sections of Hawks to do. The next thing you need to do is you need to let me know how you're going to take your proctor test next week. It has to be proctored. The test is password protected. You're not going to be able to take it at home if you haven't set up a proctoring appointment, because you're not going to know the password. Only the proctors know the password. So you've got to set up a proctor appointment. Your 3 choices are ProctorU, which is an online proctoring service, the Academic Success Center, either on main campus or in Laurinburg, or you can make an appointment with me. If you will look at the proctoring information, last week I asked you to email me your appointment. These are the people that did email me. Again, all ladies, good job, ladies. Candy Webster, Candy Wilkes, Stacy, Zalael, and Sarah. Each of those 5 ladies emailed me their appointment times and where they were going to take it. But the rest of you did not. And so I need to know this week when and where your appointment is. Okay? You have to set that up in advance. There's proctoring information here. Please read this very, very carefully and make sure you are familiar with your options before you make a commitment. And then the last thing you're going to do this week is post a reflection discussion board. We're halfway through our course. And so I just want to take the time this week to kind of see how things are going. What have you enjoyed? What has not worked well? What do you want to see more of? Videos or notes or more hawks, less hawks, more labs, less labs? Like, just give me some feedback. So I have 4 very specific questions you can read here that I want you to post on our discussion board. And then that's it for this week. Next week is the test. Big deal. Big deal. This is going to be a very major part of your final grade. I only plan on having 3 test quizzes, call them what you want. But I only plan on having 3, and then you'll have your final exam. So make sure you have that proctor appointment set up and that you notify me this week. A little bit about the test, I'll tell you. It will line up exactly with those 3 reviews that you're going to complete this week. So again, just really pay attention there. That's what you should use to study for your test. You're going to have 120 minutes to take the test, so 2 hours to complete the test. You will not be able to use any notes. You will not be able to use your book. You will not be able to use anything but a calculator and scrap paper. Now, I did enable for you to use a computer calculator. So if you don't have a handheld, you can use one on the computer. But I tell you what you can't use, and I've been preaching this for 6 weeks now, you cannot use a cell phone. No matter which proctoring option you select, ProctorU, Academic Success Center, or me, they're not going to allow you to use a cell phone. So make sure before next week you are familiar with some calculator option other than a cell phone. I think that covers most of what I wanted to say for this week. Please reach out to me. Again, if you ever see anything that looks not right, let me know. Because I make mistakes. I don't know about you, but I have not been perfected yet on this earth, and I need people to hold me accountable. So if you see that I've made a mistake and you think something's not right, send me an email, send me a remind message. Please let me know. And again, I do apologize to the ladies that had already completed 8.1. Where are your names? Oh, here it is. Alyssa, India, Candy, and Sarah. My sincerest apologies. Please forgive me. But I'm going to fix it this week. We're going to do a review on 8.2. So have a good week, and 1 more week, then we'll take our test, and we'll go on spring break. So have a good week.